Hello FPL managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2022-23 season. It's the Game Week 26 preview. We're going to take a quick look at how well we did in Game Week 25, our wildcard draft for Game Week 26. Yes, it's been activated. The clean sheet and scoring odds for the upcoming game week, as well as the predicting lineups for each team. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers as quickly as possible, so help a brother out. Click that red button. Let's get straight into business. So this is how we finished up in game week 25. We used up both our transfers to bring in Salah and Mykolenko, and we had huge hauls from Zinchenko, Odegaard, and especially Martinelli. Haaland, of course, only had one game in game week 25, but he brought in 10 points. So that totaled up to 99 points, thanks mostly to our faith in Martinelli, keeping the faith with him, and he brought in 26 points, so that contributed a lot to that 99 points. So that took us to 1,565 points in total, so we're just under 380k on the ranks. Hopefully we can keep pushing on to get into that top 100k, and we keep bouncing back and forth, but I can see us getting another green arrow in game week 26. And speaking of game week 26, we have activated our wild card. This is just an initial draft. I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be a couple of changes, and if I do make any changes to this draft, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know before the deadline on my Twitter account at FPL Vendetta. Do ensure to follow us there. We always follow back. So this is the team I've gone with. We've gone with Raya and Kepa in goal, and we have a defense of Rico Henry from Brentford, Zinchenko, a double up of Trippier and Burn, and the Stupinian will complete that defense. Our midfield, we're sticking with Odegaard and Martinelli, and bringing in McAllister and Mitoma. I'm not too sure about Solly March's or match fitness for game week 26, so I'm just going to go safe with McAllister. And then we took out Rashford and brought in Almiron to complete the midfield. This move allows me to save a transfer in game week 28, so I don't have to use up both my saved transfers. I'm not making any transfers in game week 27. I'm going into game week 28 with 2 transfers, so I get to save that extra transfer and carry 2 free transfers into game week 29. So that's why I've taken out Rashford now and brought in Almiron, who has a game in game week 28, and our forward line is going to consist of Tony, Haaland, and Kane. Of course, in game week 29, when Manchester United double, I can bring back Rashford and then probably Fernandes and 1 extra transfer, just in case I intend to take a hit to get in a 3rd Manchester United asset. So that's the plan, that's the strategy, and that's why I've gone with this particular draft. Now, if I put in a little bit more thought into this, I probably would be making a few more changes. Maybe I might be bringing in Solly March after all for McAllister, or probably Rashford might be coming back, but more than likely this is the team I'm gonna be going with. But definitely, if there are gonna be any changes, I'm gonna let you guys know. Okay, so with that said, this is how we're gonna line up for game week 26. We're gonna go with Kepa in goal, who's at home to Leeds, and leave Raya at home to Fulham on the bench. Our defense is gonna be Rico Henry and Zinchenko, as well as Trippier, just in case Estupinian doesn't start. If he's gonna be starting, then I'm gonna be having Estupinian in defense, and he's gonna be Rico Henry, Zinchenko, and Estupinian. Midfield is gonna be McAllister, Mitoma, and the double up of Odegaard and Martinelli at home to Bournemouth. And our forward line is gonna be Tony, Kane, and Haaland. Our captain for last game week was Mohamed Salah, and it was a successful one because he scored a goal in his double game week, total of 11 points, and that was a success. But for game week 26, I'm gonna be going for Haaland, who's at home to Newcastle. The predicted points for game week 26 has Saka at 6.8 and Haaland at 6.5. So I do envision a situation where lots of FPL managers are going to go for Saka instead of Haaland, but I'm going to stick with Haaland, especially because I don't have Saka. And speaking of Haaland, he ranks highest on the scoring odds for game week 26 at 52%, followed by Ivan Toney at 42. Kane follows close behind, and then we have Martinelli and Saka at 40%, and then Rashford completes the top 5 list at 38%. And then we have the clean sheet odds, having Arsenal at 56% chance of keeping a clean sheet in game week 26. Manchester City follows close behind at 44%, Chelsea and Aston Villa at 42%, Brighton at 40%, and then Brentford and Everton complete the top 5 list at 36% chance of keeping a clean sheet in game week 26. Now, as for the predicted lineups for game week 26, Manchester City and Newcastle fixture, I expect Manchester City to go strong. There's no telling exactly who they're going to have in their lineup, but I expect them to go strong. As for Newcastle, I see Bruno Guimaraes coming back into that midfield, and Willock losing his place to Sean Longstaff. We have the Arsenal and Bournemouth fixture, where we expect that Leandro Trossard is going to keep his place, especially as Nketiah is said to have picked up a knock, which sort of rules him out of game week 26. We also have the Aston Villa and Crystal Palace fixtures, where we expect Fred Zaha to be back in the starting lineup, especially as he's been training for the past 2 weeks. We also have the Brighton and West Ham fixture, where Ferguson is going to take his place in that centre forward position, and we foresee a situation where McAllister is going to hold that number 10 position, and the Stupinan will be back in that left back spot. And then we have the Chelsea and Leeds fixture, where I expect that Aubameyang is going to start this game. I could be wrong, but I have the sneaky feeling that Aubameyang is going to start. We'll have a defensive 4 of Ben Chilwell, Reece James, Wesley Fofana, and Koulibaly, as Thiago Silva has picked up an injury that rules him out for a few weeks. And then there's the Wolves and Spurs fixture. I expect Raul Jimenez to keep his place in the starting lineup, and then we should expect to see Ryan Aït-Nouri replace Bueno in that left back spot. As for Spurs, we expect that Son and Kulusevski are going to be supporting Harry Kane in that forward line. And then we have the Southampton and Leicester fixture, where James Maddison is expected back. Now, we expect that Liverpool and Manchester United are going to maintain their starting 11 as last week, as well as Nottingham Forest and Everton. We expect to see the same players in that starting lineup. As for the Brentford starting 11, we expect Aaron Hickey to come in. He usually plays the home game, and they switch the formation to 4-2-3-1. So I expect to see Aaron Hickey in that lineup. And Fulham should be welcoming Mitrovic back into the starting 11. So that's the preview for game week 26. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers as quickly as possible, so help a brother out. Click that red button. All that's left to do is to wish you guys good luck, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.